All right, so here's a friendship skill. Uh, One is just following up with someone. If you know that someone's been having a hard time, if they talked to you and they revealed their heart and said, "Hey, I'm suffering in this way." If someone's sick, that's a really simple example, but it could be emotional, or someone's going through a death in the family or whatever. You talk to them on a Tuesday. You might want to follow up on a Wednesday or a Friday or the following Monday and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" That's all you have to say, is just, "How are you doing?" Or, "I know you're feeling really sad last time we talked. How are you feeling now?" You can make it specific if you want to, but just circling back is so grounding and such a kindness. If someone's going through a really difficult time, or even just a moderately difficult time, knowing that someone else is out there who knows that you're going through that and cares about you and remembers it and that you're on their heart is just so grounding. It's so grounding, and it's such a kindness. And if you really let them into your heart, you are thinking about them anyway. You are like, "Oh yeah, my friend is hurting from this breakup, or they got sick, they got really sick last week, or oh, their parent died, or whatever it is, they got fired from their job, or they had a miscarriage, or whatever it is." Just circling back and saying, "Hey, how are you now? How are you feeling about this?" Just checking back in whatever way feels right to you and that connection and what's going on. You have to read the room and have a bit of context, but it's just such a kindness, and it's an easy thing with text messages or emails or whatever, or a short phone call, whatever works for you, or if you're in person with them, just knocking on their door or whatever. But just circling back and letting them know through your actions, "Hey, I see you, and I remember what you're going through, and you're on my heart. I haven't forgotten about you, and I care. I care how you're doing, and this matters to me." Just circling back and saying, "Hey, how are you now? How are you now?" That's all you need to do. And it can be quick, it can be simple, it can be really easy, but just circling back and asking, "How are you now? How are you now?" That's all it is. But doing that in a timely way, and when it really matters. Someone shares something vulnerable with you, something painful that they're going through, then circling back the next day or a week later or whatever, and just saying, "Hey, how are you? How's that going?" And not dropping them, not dropping them. Um, I think that's a really kind thing to do. It's really simple. It's really easy. It doesn't need to be a big deal. Um, And of course, if you text them, "Hey, how are you?" just listening to what they have to share and responding to that. But it's pretty simple to do. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it means the world to someone whose heart is hurting, to know that they're not alone, to know that you remember what they're going through, that you care about them, that you're connected to them, helping them see from a bigger perspective. So, yeah, check in with your friends that are hurting, ask how they are now, circle back.